Ma. It is Honey Hachiman. I am here and back today, and I feel like I have tanked the volume on my background music for now. Hopefully that serves well enough. And I'm also taking no prisoners because I have my own stream open in the other window, coming into my ear. Alright, sounds good. Looks like I can mute it. And we'll come back to that if that's a problem. That is, a big perk of having a chat is that somebody can tell you when the settings are aggressively wrong. Let me put something in my own ears instead of the comforting sounds of silence, because that's what I get on the streaming side of things. Let's see. Yeah, let's get some music on. There we go. So, how are you all doing today? As for me, I'm doing pretty well. The work week is almost over. Tomorrow is Friday, and I am excited for it. I mean, like, what more is there to say other than that I can do whatever I want for a solid, like, almost 72 hours. No, not 72 hours, more like 60 hours. But the point remains that I can do all sorts of things, and there are things that I would like to do that are streaming related. I did try to make my hand tracking be a little better. It picks up a lot easier. And so that means that I could just like be a lot more expressive with you all, which I love. That is why I wanted to be 3D to begin with, is to have that sort of flexibility. I think that I could still be more expressive yet, but I haven't done the fine tuning. And honestly, like I don't want to get too into the weeds on that until I have my proper 3D model. And speaking of progress, I did receive the line art to see the vision start to come to life. I did have a lot of say on design, but I did delegate it to the artist to really make it all fit together and make it work. And I think that they have done a fantastic job. I do need to talk to them about maybe a few little changes I'd like to improve the silhouette, because like that is just a fact. A unique silhouette does draw a lot of attention, and yeah, so looking forward to that. As for what I have on the agenda for today, I do want to be talk heavy because as the title says, the other two times that I've tried to go heavy on talking, I have also completely botched it in some part of the audio, whether it be blasting your ears out or being almost completely drowned out by the music. And I am just hoping that by the time I get to listen to this after I'm done streaming, because I do listen to it more or less directly after, just to evaluate for myself what I could have done better, and just build off of that. I've also played around a little more with the Stream Deck to make the transitions more streamlined. I think that we're gonna get some transitions in here to make it feel even more fluid than it is by just mashing a button and having multiple things move to the next scene. I do just like the two failed streams. I do have a questionnaire because once again, Honey Hachiman is the only one in chat. Can you say hi to me, Honey Hachiman? Yeah, let's. All right, it's good to see that you're here. can you try to throw something at me? No? Alright, I'm gonna throw things at myself instead. There we go. You deserve it. You deserve it. No, that is still something that's in the works, and oh boy did my neck break. You know, like, it's all good fun. But yeah, the questionnaire today might be a little more fun than the previous ones. I think that the road trip one was pretty good, but the explosive audio just kind of killed it. Also, if we you know, kind of run dry or dislike the questionnaire, I do have a demo for a game called Gloaming Darkness. Gloaming Darkness, that's the title. Just a second here, I will confirm that for you. Werewolf, the Gloaming Malice, that's what it is. And I did turn it on, and when I did turn it on, it did play a cutscene, and that cutscene did not repeat when I tried turning it back on again. So that's something that's going to be missing from the experience. So I apologize. I apologize. Please, peace, don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Ow, 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 ow. All right, yeah. Once again, deserved. I'm not sure what I could do to fix it, but I will take it. I deserve that. I did have another game lined up to try because I liked the look of it. And that one I may have to push off to another time because it was full screen with no settings and it was on the wrong monitor. So unless I do do a couch setup, that's not really going to be something that's going to fit well here. Yeah, Monster Alchemy is the title. But yeah, we may revisit that one because it looks kind of cool. Yeah, but you know, today I think that the weather is a bit warmer. I did not feel any pain from being outside, so that's real nice, real nice. But yeah, like I think that spirits are good going into the weekend. It looks like temperatures are good, so I'm going to get to exercise. But other than playing around with you know, like hardware and software and getting stream stuff to work, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of plans except for you know, may try to see a friend. But other than that, yeah, not a whole lot going on. call that exciting. Yeah, but let's see. I may try to pick up something longer. See if I can. Let's see. How many days have I been streaming now? Just because we want to see. We want to see how long I've been going to see if I can. I'll also look into if the perceived limit of 2 hours in your first couple of weeks is true or believed to be true. Let's see. First stream was 10 days ago, so we're almost there. So come the weekend, tomorrow's Friday, so yeah, 14 days will be Monday. Yeah, so you know, we're not going to be there for the weekend, but you know, like depending on how I feel, it's the weekend. I'm gonna have time, and if there's something that I want to do, I'm going to do it. So yeah, algorithm be damned. I will say that I did get to have some Greek food today, and I swear I will go to the grocery store and get, you know, proper food and not be getting takeout and stuff. Like that's definitely something that I should do for the weekend. Yep. Let me take off my glasses because I do want to see how the eyes are going. Let's see here. Yeah, glasses off. There we go. Yeah, we want to see our eyes. Yeah. Yeah. At least I can look at you. And I am looking back at me. So hello, Honey Hachiman. I am glad to see you in the audience once again. And you know, I'm gonna say that at least for now, you're my #1 fan. Yeah. But you know, I think that I think that once I get a little more of the line art, that's when I'm going to you know, kind of present it to my one friend for second opinions. But you know, it's at the stage right now that I can request changes without it being a hurdle. But once again, this is character design. This is not the 3D model, but it will be the springboard for anything else that follows. So you know, really looking forward to that, and that even though I am feeling at home in this body, I do think that reaching a higher quality and something that is uniquely my own, and not something that is in some ways a prefab character that's available. I do like it an awful lot. I think that the tweaks I made to it make it closer to what I would have wanted. But yeah, let's use questions as a way to chat. So let's press one button, see if we get what we want. So we are pressing browser. Yeah. Gave me the green light on Stream Deck. Let's hit that one more time, because that seems to be the trend. There we go. But it is not capturing the browser. Let's make sure we're on the right scene. We are on the right scene. Browser, why are you not captured? Let's see. Should be the only one. Why aren't you real? What if we move it up in the priority? Nope. But we're also going to switch microphones real fast here.
There we go. Now, this is a bit of a pickle. Like, you know, I could definitely read. But I would like it to be on screen. Like it to be on screen too, because otherwise we're going to enjoy the void and might as well go back to the chatting. Let's see here. Yeah, we've got our Wardo, we've got our Stream Deck. Got our non-private browser window. Yeah, let's just scrap that and do a new browser. How about that? Yeah. Sorry about that. Some live troubleshooting. It worked before stream, so we'll figure it out. Oh, hang on. That's not what I wanted. But it's interesting that I can put a URL directly in here. That's not really what I want to do. Was I a window capture before? Let's see. It was probably window capture. Let's see. Okay, and we don't need to capture audio on that. Hello! Yeah, there it is. We just need to put my model on top of it, and we are golden. I knew I could do it. Alright, so, we've got the list of funny questions to ask. Once again, out of paranoia for sound and all that, I will check the stream, since I do have it live. Let's see, unmute. Wow, I think I'm minutes behind. Huh. How about that? I think I'll just see what the music volume is on just 7. Let's do that. There we go. Well, this will be interesting. We'll see what the final product looks like. But yeah. Well, interesting. We'll get to our questions now, because that's some fun stuff. So, is cereal soup is a pedantic question. I think that the kind of more debatable question than is cereal soup was one that was brought up on Blight Club, which is ramen soup? I'd rather answer that question, and I honestly think it's fairly straightforward, and that's that ramen. I think that, like, ramen is a soup, or soup-like, but soup is not ramen. It's one of those things where, like, I think that ramen can be a type of soup, but not all soups are going to be ramen. Yeah. Let's see. Going next. Taking my own advice. What is the sexiest and least sexy name? It's not something that I give a lot of thought to, seeing as, like, pairing it with a person goes a long way. But I do like the name Elle, as in, like, E-L-L-E. That's a nice name. I guess it's least sexy is when you get into, like, significantly older names as far as popularity goes, like Gertrude. Gertrude, I think, fits. Gruntilda, that's a fake name, but it's pretty not sexy. What secret conspiracy would you like to start? I think that I would need to think on that one a little more. I will say what conspiracy that is a conspiracy theory that I really like, and that is the Hollow Earth. In no way do I believe in it, but I feel like the fantasy of, like, a whole effectively different science and reality and like primal and fantasy type stuff is just under our feet. Maybe deep, but it's under our feet. And someday, somehow, may actually look even more into Agartha rather than be told about it. Let's see. What's invisible but you wish people could see? That can get kind of creepy, I think. Could get really creepy. If I had to say, let me try something here, because I feel like I'm looking up and I may be able to fix that. Let's see. Look at IK. Yes. Target. We're at camera 3. There we go. We're looking at it. That may come back to bite us when we go to another scene, but I've got it fixed at that setting right now. Just look at it, but yeah, it was kind of weird that I was looking up. Actually, that probably has a lot to do with the placement of my phone. Anyway, what's invisible but you wish people could see? Like if we're going beyond like things that are like transparent or like outside of the visual spectrum, if we're talking about say like far reaches of space, I think that would be really cool. The same goes for the deep ocean. Under the earth, like under the earth's surface, like we were just talking about Agartha. I honestly do not believe Agartha is there, but I would be very excited if it were. But yeah, I think that some of these like inaccessible places would be awesome to be able to see. And as far as my definition of invisible goes, yeah, that's more or less it. Like things like air or the internet, radio waves, and stuff. I think would be more disruptive than cool. Like maybe it's just like being too much of a realist on that one, but yeah, I think that the invisible waves and stuff you do not want to see. What's the weirdest smell you've ever smelled? I don't know if it's necessarily unique, but it's definitely weird. Is the smell of burning plastic? Same for burning rubber. Like just with things that are on fire make some interesting smells. I will keep this on the back burner. If I start describing something or something makes me think of something else, I will definitely bring it up. But for now, let's just go with burning trash in general. Let's see. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Once again, kind of a pedantic question, like the cereal. I think that it would satisfy the textbook definition, but as far as popular opinion goes, not a chance. Hot dog is its own food category. What's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen? Let's see. At the just even in the off chance, like the best ones that I've known have been ones created by myself or friends. So I would rather not. But I think that those are far and away the most whimsical and fun. What's the most ridiculous fact you know? Offhand, not really sure. We're just gonna go in the name of keep moving rather than me sitting here thinking about it. What is something that everyone looks stupid doing? Sipping a straw. There is no way to make your face look cool and sip from a straw. Prove me wrong. Once again, I was thinking about it today. Now that we're doing this, because I was thinking about that. My snap recollection of things when I'm doing these quizzes is not necessarily good. Whether I be spoiled for choice, or that my quick recall on my memory isn't especially good. But I was looking at improv exercises, and that was one of the things that I was considering doing today. Was just to do some improv skits, but I may instead save that for like a punishment of sorts. Like if say I was doing something like this and go like every question I don't answer or every time I pause for too long, I have to improv something. Like kind of like a thing from a hat. Have to do like a short skit. In 40 years, what will people be nostalgic for? Um, well, I think in 40 years there will likely be a lot of nostalgia for either gasoline powered cars or driving. I think that both of those things would probably be nostalgic if our direction for wanting self-driving cars continues, but also when it comes to clean energy and stuff, that like gross fuel burning cars would be a thing of nostalgia. It already is. Like anything that's a classic car, no matter how garbage it is, there is some level of nostalgia or interest in restoration. Yeah, but more power to people. Like just a little about myself here. I'm not really a car enthusiast. I do enjoy driving, but my interest in cars has been mostly like Top Gear. I used to watch Top Gear. Sometimes I'll try to find Top Gear on YouTube, or like one of the free streaming platforms has like a live Top Gear channel. Honestly, like one of my favorite things that I've seen recently on the it was Sea Dog VA, Chris Broad, and Natsuki, and they go to the Katagawa circuit, like this leveled mountain, like mostly leveled mountain that was made into like a racetrack private car getaway. Very exclusive, very expensive, but also very cool. And like that was honestly like the closest thing to Top Gear that I've seen since Top Gear. And that kind of includes Grand Tour. I didn't watch a lot of Grand Tour, but even then the guys were getting a little older. They definitely still had the same banter, same comedy and stuff. But like when they get away from their bitterness about the BBC and stuff, it's I don't know, like it. Like, I only watched, like, an episode or two because it was, like, pretty spaced out when it was coming out on Prime. It just didn't feel the same to me, I guess. And, like, you could tell that they didn't have the... Well, they definitely had it. They definitely had a big budget. They definitely did. But, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just me being nostalgic, or that there was a show I liked and... when it comes back, it's not the same. I will ridicule people for that, and I deserve to be ridiculed for that one. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Just remind me that Grand Tour is probably actually really good if I went and watched it like in its entirety instead of just like the first couple episodes. What are the unwritten rules of where you work? I think that the most visible but also unwritten rule is that most people don't talk about their personal or home lives. Not really. And I mean, that it just be the nature of the workplace, but I am not here to talk about my workplace. Like that was something I said on, I think I said on day one, or day zero. Yeah, I'll call it day zero. Like calling it day one just brings back old Amazon memories, and that's no good. But yeah, on there, it's like my workplace is not something that I'm going to talk a whole lot about, or try not to, and if I do, it's only going to be in the vaguest of senses. Let's see. How do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza? I think it's good. So one of the things that really confuses me on the internet is that people who are in stream chats are kind of big babies. Like really, their level of disgust and disdain for people who eat pineapple on pizza is excessive, and that it makes them seem really close-minded that they care that much about whether somebody likes something or not. Like, I'm gonna sit here and say, like, even in the long term, my opinions don't matter. They don't affect you. I mean, if you agree with me or don't. But I think that I think the salty sweet has its appeal, even distancing from putting pineapple on pizza. Whether or not you like pineapple is a personal decision. If you don't like pineapple, I'm okay with that. But, you know, you have to be... Like, I haven't had pineapple on pizza since college, but I would definitely have it again. Now, if you're gonna be a pineapple on pizza person, I'll be a blasphemer, because when I had pineapple on pizza, it wasn't with ham. It was with pepperoni. I just like pepperoni better. Alright, what part of a kid's movie completely scarred you? I can think of two right now. And I think one has stayed more than the other. One that definitely bothered me when I was younger was in Home Alone, when Kevin goes down into the basement and, like, the furnace opens up and starts making noise like a weird monster, all the way up until, like, Kevin freaks out and just leaves. But, like, that stuck with me as a kid for a long time. Now I can look at that and just, like, see how silly it is. It's a kid afraid of a furnace, afraid of a basement, really. But the one that stuck with me that even makes me squirm a little bit when I think about it now is the end of The Princess Bride. There is a torture device just known as the machine. It's vague enough to be disturbing, even just thinking about it conceptually, because, like, it's implied that the torture that it inflicts takes years off your life, and that they measure it that way, that the levels of torment that it inflicts are that severe. So, like, even though the on-screen portrayal is not so extreme, the concept is, kind of gets to me a little bit. Still does. And if it still does, I guess you could call that part of a kid's movie that completely scarred you. Call it scarred because I still think about it, and I haven't seen The Princess Bride for a long time. What kind of secret society would you like to start? You're looking at it. Starting a VTuber community is definitely like a secret society to, at least to most people. The only other people that you're likely to run up against in a VTuber society is other VTubers following. Yeah. So here we go. Welcome to the secret society of Honey Hachiman. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Let's see. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest? Well... If we're thinking about rude animals, I think we need to think about how they act even without talking. I think that raccoons are probably up there. That they will break into your stuff in order to get your trash. They will contract rabies, and they will bite when cornered. Yeah, I think that anything I hear about, never actually encountered, but anything I ever hear about kangaroos kind of makes me think that they'd be pretty rude as well. I think that also like any animal that stands above others. If we had talking animals all around, it would get extra creepy for predators. That they would be openly killing things that they could communicate with. That I think we'd start seeing the development of vegetarian animals eventually. I mean, as soon as, like, just like with humans, when survival is not the baseline anymore, then you start thinking more compassionately. Toilet paper over or under? I don't really think about it a whole lot, but I'm pretty sure I am over when I am replacing a roll. What's the best type of cheese? If it's going to be cheese that you can have on a lot of things, pretty versatile. Swiss, I do like Swiss cheese a lot. I think that in niche situations, Munster is really hard to beat, and in terms of like salad dressing, blue cheese is amazing. And when you've got blue cheese dressing, you're also thinking of, like, something to dip your wings in. But yeah, blue cheese is pretty peak as a dipping sauce and as a salad dressing, as long as it's the right kind of salad. Where is the weirdest place you've urinated or defecated? Well, didn't think I'd get into this that soon, but I am definitely like a prey animal when it comes to my danger senses and using bathrooms. Like, first of all, like, I don't really like urinals in general, and when you get to like some bigger events and stuff, you get the trough. No chance. So like, it's where like I will use a urinal if I am the only person there. But if there's somebody in like the toilet stalls or something, nah, I'm just going to a toilet. Yeah. But as far as strange places, yeah, I can't think of anything where, like, at least nothing memorable where I've had to deviate from bathrooms. What's the best inside joke you've been a part of? Once again, my quick recall on that's not so good. In one sentence, how would you sum up the internet? I was thinking about this just earlier today, actually, and if I had to put it into one sentence, it would be worse than it was. and that comes from a few different places. I think that the one that probably is the most frightening is the reduction of anonymity online. Like, anyone and everyone wants you to use your photo ID or to validate and connect your real life to any of your online accounts, and I'm fairly dissatisfied with that. I have heard some stories like today, haven't verified, but effectively without being able to verify your identity because it's open source. Linux is effectively illegal in California, but I haven't verified that. I'd have to look into it, so I don't want to. I will phrase that as hearsay. That is not something I know or am professing. That is something I heard. Hearsay, completely. How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant? I suppose it depends on how hungry they are. like if you have starving chickens, they're fairly vicious, and like really a lot of animals would suffer from losing their eyes or tongues. Yeah, I think that birds in general can be really vicious, and that I would not recommend messing with a flock of birds. Like I think that the Legend of Zelda has it right, that if you mess with the birds, they will destroy you. But as far if I had to give a quantity to kill an elephant, I would actually say it has to be massive, because elephants are thick-skinned, and I don't think that your average chicken would have the ability to inflict meaningful damage if they're not attacking an exposed point like an open mouth or the eyes, as described initially. So honestly, I think it would just be a matter of attrition. I would honestly say, like, my guess would be somewhere around 1,000 chickens. What is the most embarrassing thing you have ever worn? Interestingly enough, like my quick recall does work on this one. The most embarrassing thing that I think I have worn was for a themed high school dance. The theme was that it was a sock hop, so I kind of went for kind of whimsical, because like like the whole theme of the dance was that you were going to wear socks. So I wore like long striped teal and dark green socks, and like white shorts with suspenders. I don't remember what kind of shirt, but I was going with a girl, and that even though it was really embarrassing to wear, it was a lot of fun. So like I think that it's I think that the fun well outdid the embarrassment. Would I do that again now? Probably not, unless once again, if I were seeing somebody, then like what they think kind of trumps what other people think, and that if that's the activity or the style for whatever we're doing, then I'd probably lean into it. Let's see. What's the most imaginative insult you can come up with? Let's see. You remind me of a Yo Mama. No. No, I typically don't insult people, but here we go. Not imaginative, but you look like somebody who says 6'7", 6'7". Can I do it? Can I do it? Do it. Work. Oh, come on, arms. Arm tracking. 6'7". No, it's awful. Truly awful. But, I will say that we do use that ironically often, like several times a week often. And so you start having to ask yourself the question, how much do you have to use something ironically for it to be unironic? And I think that we have crossed that line. But it is used primarily to harass someone for fun. So, like, I think it works, and he's into it. So, like, he's thick-skinned enough that it's not like we're meaningfully dealing psychological harm, and he gives it back too. So yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's see. Which body part do you wish you could detach, and why? Well, redacted. I think that my answer would probably not be cool for the internet. Probably. What used to be considered trashy but now is very classy? Bacon. Bacon. First thing that comes to mind. Bacon used to be like the worst, the cheapest, just the the budget cut of meat. But now it can be very high end. It is highly desired. The same thing applies to lobster. That lobster used to be like the trash fish, but now it is a luxury food. What's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house? Yep, I've got you. Unsolicited. Someone came over to my house and removed all of my dishes from my cabinets and lined the bottom of my cabinets with like a grippy surface. I didn't ask for it. I wasn't expecting it, but they certainly did it. What mythical creature would improve the world most if it existed? I think that the Ents from Lord of the Rings would go pretty well. That they shepherd trees, they encourage tree growth and stuff. So like more trees. I have recently, through a certain Awuwu, learned about the majesty of the Pisho. That is to say, a Chinese wealth dragon who hoards and multiplies wealth. So at least on a selfish or personal level, like Pisho could do a lot of good. I think that there are definitely enough mermaids as they are, and some myths that parts of a mermaid are kind of like a panacea for like whatever ails you. Like it might as well be like snake oil, but you can have your mermaid oil. Can I get a flask of mermaid oil? It'll fix everything in my life, right? Let's see. What inanimate object do you wish you could eliminate from existence? Do I have a grudge against an inanimate object? And does it mean an inanimate object or all of an inanimate object? Because if it was a single inanimate object, that is an excellent question. We're skipping. What is the weirdest thing you have seen in someone else's home? A good one immediately comes to mind. So, my parents still do have a portrait of someone else's dog in their house. And like it's not just somebody they know, it's somebody that they don't know. This is the dog that was the father of their dog. And I have no idea why they keep it framed and in their house. it just seems it's bizarre. I think it's funny, and like they never really have a good answer when I when I ask them about it. But you know, it's there, and so it's a picture of this male dog that I've never met before, and by all means should have like no real consciousness of its existence. What would be the absolute worst name you could give your child? I mean, I think Elon Musk kind of takes the cake on that, but I think that some names are just unfortunate. But once again, I don't want to use names that are from work. Don't want to do that. Yeah, so I can't really use those, but I would say I think that the kids in Talladega Nights get it pretty rough. That they're Walker and Texas Ranger. But I think that anybody named like Khaleesi or like anything from a popular TV show that is unique is kind of doomed. That you know, their parents may like the name, but I think that it's going to draw the wrong types of attention. What would be the worst thing for the government to make illegal? I think the internet is pretty high up there on making things illegal. I think that if you want to get really dystopian about it, leaving the home, being outside of state observation, yeah, like you hear about what China's like COVID policies were like, and it was enforced enforced quarantine. Like yeah, you don't go outside. And like you know, say what you will about it, there was some effectiveness. What are some of the nicknames you have for customers or coworkers? Once again, Skip, not doing work. If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? Let's see. Sticky stuff. Let's see. I mean, like, it's kind of hard to take peanut out of it as far as food goes. So, like, peanut paste or, I mean, like, you could, like, I think that, sticky peanuts, yes, combine both things I was thinking about, sticky peanuts. Yeah, how about that? Or, peanut mashed peanuts. What movie would be greatly improved if it was made into a musical? Let's see. I guess by all rights it would be a movie that I don't really care for, which I tend to put out of my head a lot. Yeah, because it's the greatly improved part that hits. Now here is the rage bait. So here's the thing. Citizen Kane is a classic, and for good reason. But as somebody who saw it more or less understanding the whole movie going in, it didn't have it didn't have the same impact I think it would have if I were to see it in its time and in cinema and stuff. So I think that story and everything, it is great. Acted and everything, it's great. But if you want to make it fresh for somebody who knows it, jazz it up with some song and dance. but I think that you could say that about a lot of movies. Like, I wouldn't call it greatly improved, but I would call it refreshing. Refreshing and fun to just like see something in a different context. Let's see. What is the funniest corporate/business screw up you have heard of? So I happen to have a calendar that was you had one job, and it is entirely this. It is entirely the fuck ups of different people and companies and stuff, and I think I think that like the one that I have pinned to my wall is so it says from top to bottom. Let's see, what is it? Oh gosh, I'm trying to place it in my head, but it's supposed to be like it's I remember what it is. So it's never quit, and right between it is a different color, kind of smashed between it is do your best. So so it's supposed to be never quit, do your best, but it reads to the casual observer as a never do your best, quit. It is some bad guidance, but it does amuse me every time I look at it on the wall. What would be the worst buy one get one free sale of all time? Ass beatings. I think that anything especially smelly food wise would also be tragic. Let's see. If life were a video game, what would the cheat codes be? I think it's kind of the same as video games. God mode, infinite cash. Yeah, skips. Max out your perks, so like get all of your qualifications. I think that there's no difference. Like if real life were a video game, the cheats would all be the same. I have to redact this one. I love this name, but I can't. I don't want to dox somebody because I think their name is unique enough that it may be traceable on social media and stuff. Let's see. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to? Oh man, there are good options here, but the funniest. I think the funniest would be like any sport of finesse. Golf kind of comes to mind, and also it would actually probably draw like real golf closer to Happy Gilmore or Caddyshack. But yeah, I think that rugby would get even more reckless with alcohol. I think that might be. Like rugby and hockey kind of have the same thing going for it, that it just has a reputation for violence. Like American football, say what you will, but they do wear suitable armor. I think it's the same for hockey, but rugby they do not. They wear nowhere near as much padding, and I think that the physical contact is at least on the level of hockey. if not, like American football would be too much. People would be walking away with injuries. But Like I don't think it's too far off from hockey. Like I've had several relatives who did rugby in college, and some of them even got scholarships for it. So I guess I do have a family background that fits with rugby players. What would be the coolest animal to scale up to the size of a horse? I think an axolotl would be both frightening but kind of cool. Like, just thinking about like cool small creatures, they are like one of the first things that comes to mind. But I think that oh man, it makes me think of the Cluckatrice in Final Fantasy if you're getting up to like horse-sized chickens. Let's see. I think that man, I think a lot of cute dogs would stop being cute once they get up to that size. Same goes with cats. Let's see. Anything else that really comes to mind? They really exist, but I think that a lot of varieties of turtles would be cool at horse size, but the Galapagos turtle is like close enough. Let's see. I think we'll go up to 50. What two totally normal things become really weird if you do them back to back? Let's see. Drinking a bunch of coffee and sleeping. Those are weird back to back. How about drinking and driving? Yep, those are both normal things. But they are really weird if you put them back to back. Let's see. What set of items could you buy that would make the cashier most uncomfortable? Let's see. Well, I think you could pair condoms with a lot of things, and that would make a cashier uncomfortable, depending on where you're at. What would be the creepiest thing you could say while passing a stranger on the street? I think whispering, "I know where you live," or "I know what you did," or or "I hope your family's okay." Tone goes a long way. What is something that you just recently realized that you were embarrassed you didn't realize earlier? Yeah, nothing comes to mind on that one quickly. Let's move on. What are some fun and interesting alternatives to war that countries could settle their differences with? There was that one movie. What's it called? Oh gosh, it's where they settle international disputes with mech battles, like a one-on-one mech battle. I want to say it's like something jockey, but yeah, like man, I'll have to look that one up. But yeah, like the alternatives being a mech battle is pretty good. I think if you went with like the Hanna-Barbera type like wacky racers, that would be pretty good too. Let's see. What would be the best worst name for different types of businesses? Dry cleaners, amusement parks, etc. Just innuendo. Just innuendo in general. Okay, so like the for like dry cleaners be like dry heat, or like amusement parks would be like think like a water park like get wet. uh, yeah, I think just like as long as you've got innuendo, then yeah, you're innuendo that works with what you're naming. Who do you know that really reminds you of a character in a TV show or movie? Um, hmm. Like I 100% have like a I have a comic relief character at work. Additionally, I do have one friend who reminds me of Kramer from Seinfeld in that he will suddenly show up and he will be excited and and he will always have like he'll always be distracted by what interests him. So like no matter what anybody else in the room is up to, he's got his own agenda. And that does remind me of like Kramer and Seinfeld, of how he kind of has his own things going on, even if he is interacting with everybody else. Not to say a bad thing. Love him to death, and like when you are on the same page, he's a lot of fun to talk to, play with, and all that. Yeah. But yeah, he just a lot of times gets into his own rhythm. Let's see. And funnily enough, he is the first person that I'm likely to tell about VTubing. So yeah, hi. I don't know what your YouTube handle is. I just know your Discord name. So I'm not going to drop that just yet. Let's see. What would the world be like if it was filled with male and female copies of you? I think that everybody would definitely be like considerate of others maybe more than their own interests, which can be for good or for bad. It definitely would turn more into like a compassionate and more liberal world. I think like if we're talking about that, if everyone were replaced with copies of me, I think that's how it would be like. But I also think that there would be a lot of cursed genetics in there too. So yeah, I think that there's pros and cons there. Let's see, and last one that we're going to address. What are some things that are okay to occasionally do, but definitely not okay to do every day? I will say go out for a big meal. That's something that's good to do occasionally. Same goes for like just drinking any more than like one drink. I would say, like if you're going to drink at a let's just call it a party level, rather than just like something to enjoy or something to loosen up. Yeah, I think that drinking is something that everyone, even if they can't relate to, at least understands. Yeah, I think that kind of fits. Let's see, we've got some time, so I think we'll at least look at werewolf game called Werewolf the Gloaming Malice. Let's hit that gaming button. Okay, here we are. Yeah, we are also going to change our camera to be a little smaller, because or repositioned, just because I don't know what the UI of this game looks like. I couldn't find a way on this demo to replay the intro scenario, but effectively you were in first person coming out of what seemed like a cryo sleep chamber. You're definitely in a lab and you're walking down a hallway. You see some computer stuff and your character is like, I recognize this. The sword, the chalice. And it's just like digital displays of these things. But he looks in a window and there are like several people in like glass tubes, but in the middle of the room is a larger glass tube with a werewolf that breaks out and starts chasing him, and that's kind of like what happens in the opening movie. Now watch as I say that. It's gonna play as soon as I hit start, isn't it? Well, let's go. Nope. Oh. Welcome to Shadow Fortress. Let's make sure we're on a scene that doesn't. Yeah, we're on full screen gaming. Yeah, just making sure I don't have any BGM going over this. All right. I'm gonna turn off my own headset's BGM. Let's see. Okay. Welcome to Shadow Fortress. Okay. Your identity is Hunter. Your mission is simple. Find and kill all the werewolves hidden among the residents before the moon cycle's complete. I don't know what kind of game this is. Focus. Before you engage, you must gather intelligence and resources. Let me double check on the stream. I will turn on the audio for the stream for myself just to check if the game's audio is too high. But for the moment, I'm gonna turn it down. Because in my ears, it's pretty loud. Focus. Before you engage, you must gather intelligence and resources. Click the bag icon on your screen, or press I to open your inventory. This is where your tools, clues, and silver bullets reside. Okay. Space is limited, so you must know how to prioritize before picking a new useful tool when your inventory is full. To free up your space or discard the unnecessary, drag and hold the item, then drop it into the bin. I see. Wise choice, Hunter. Carry only what cuts deepest. Hit the search button or press S to enter search mode. This reveals hidden things, but you must look with a predator's eye. The smallest clue hides the largest lie. Wow, this game is really loud in my ear. Alright. So I'm hitting escape and it does not open a menu. May have to get through this. To arm yourself, click to collect found items. A silver bullet is hidden nearby. I found something! The fortress holds many secrets, but they are often fragments. You will find incomplete tools. You must learn to assemble them. To composite a completed tool, simply drag an item from your inventory onto another item. Okay, so I'm going to put the silver bullet on a gun. Well done. You now hold the power to end what hides in the shadows. Looking at his face, he kind of like reminds me of like some of the androids. He looks like he might be like straight out of Batman or something. Finding is only the beginning. Using is the power. To use a tool on others, drag the item from your inventory onto the intended target. So I'm going to drop a gun on this outline, aim and shoot at the correct timing. He is a werewolf. You successfully killed a werewolf. Well done, hunter. Time and energy are your most precious resources. Click the map or press M to view the castle layout. On the map, you will see who is currently in each place. To move, simply select the place you want to go. Let's see, we've got Amy in the bedroom. We have the main hall, which looks like that's where we are at. The belfry, front gate, study room, garden, kitchen, and spare room. So it looks like it takes an energy to go to the bedroom. And it looks like we probably spent an energy to collect and one to shoot, maybe? Okay, we walk. Click on a character to start talking. They've seen things you haven't, if you know how to ask. It looks like that symbol is that hands shaking? What should I ask Amy? Quiet place, have you been here long? Nice to meet you. I'm new here. Do you mind showing me around? So, what dragged you here anyway? Looking at her face, she looks distrustful. We'll try to be, we'll try to reach out. Nothing's coming to me. My memory is a blur. Trust. Click the book icon, or press C to open the character book. This is where the character information resides. Talk to different characters to unlock their profiles. The new information could give a new meaning to the clues you find around the manor. You awake with your memories redacted, yet the tools in your hands feel instinctive, as if you have performed this duty thousands of times before. Trapped in a manner that feels strangely artificial, you must identify the predators hiding among the residents who seem terrifyingly familiar. Yet you feel a chilling certainty that the end is inevitable. Soon the board will reset, and you will be forced to open your eyes and begin the hunt all over again. Okay, that's me. One last thing. This is important. Your strength is not infinite. Every room you enter, every question you ask, and every item you pocket drains your motion energy. You have limited motion energy during each daytime cycle. Spend it wisely or you won't live to see the dawn. Remember these steps. The moon is high, and the night is hungry. If you fail, you will be... The werewolves are awaiting. The hunt begins. May you have an endless night. As the steward's voice faded, I felt the weight of my role settle upon me like a shroud. The thrill of the hunt, the terror of failure, it's all real now. I checked my equipment, my trusty silver gun, faithful in its silence. The first night falls over the castle. It's a peaceful night. No one died. Hi, Ben. You're new. Let me... I'm going to reduce the volume. I'm just going to listen to the stream for a second. Okay, sounds fine. I'm just adjusting for my own ears, and I'll turn it up a little bit for the stream. All right, from here we will talk to Ben. Ben already trusts me a little bit. Ben, pompous businessman. His deceptively dull gaze and heavy build stand in stark contrast to his shrewd, professional image as a businessman. What should I ask Ben? Quiet place, have you been here long? Stop lying. How could you not remember how you got here? Do you remember how you ended up here? Maybe we can piece it together. Yeah, that's... We're gonna shake hands, we're gonna make a deal. We're gonna throw some plushies at myself. No solid idea. My mind is blank, like a wiped tape. Something is off about the whole arrival. Okay, that made him happy. Okay, it looks like Amy doesn't exist. Let's see. Ben, gender male, age 30. Ben is a slick, greasy, and openly greedy real estate agent, always sniffing out the next payday. His black eyes only wake up when profit is involved, especially involving valuable properties like Rosewood Manor. His most prized possession is a golden ring he bought with his first paycheck. And I do find it interesting that his role is taped into the book, almost as if, like, it could change. And of course we've got you. Okay. Leave the book. Let's search the room. I found a secret note at Main Hall. Readable clue is found. Okay. That is also here. The morning felt uneasy, holding a kind of silence that hadn't slept. On the counter, a jar glimmered faintly under the light, thin and strange, sticking out like a sore thumb. The scent clung to the air, sharp, metallic, unwilling to fade. Okay. Ben left. I think we did our active search. We may have to exit active. Yeah, there we go. There's Ben. So a couple questions here. Okay, so we have an unloaded gun. We have the Lion Shield, a magic protection shield that keeps a chosen person safe from all harm until the next morning. Drag this item to a person to protect them. So if there's someone I'm absolutely convinced is not a werewolf, that works. Let's see. A scrap note meticulously left behind in the fortress holds cryptic clues for observant eyes. Click this item to inspect it. Find a way to reveal the message written in invisible ink. Okay. Understood. I think we're going to hit the map. So we've got two characters in the belfry. We've got Esther at the front gate. Bella in the kitchen. I'm kind of tempted to go to the place with two characters. Maybe make the most out of our movement. I do find it curious that... Okay. Oh, I see. The distance matters. So if I wanted to go to the belfry, it would take 2 from here. But in clicking this, I'd probably skip the kitchen. Let's go to the kitchen, and we'll see if the characters move. Hi, Bella. You are wearing what looks like a normal Japanese school uniform, which is kind of weird in this setting. Shy schoolgirl. Caught between a quiet indifference and childhood innocence, her eyes betray a longing she cannot hide. What should I ask Bella? Do you remember how you ended up here? Maybe we can piece it together. So what dragged you here anyway? Any idea how you got here? Let's go with the do you remember how you ended up here? Maybe we can piece it together. Now that I think of it, nothing's coming to me. My memory is a blur. Okay, she liked that for whatever it is. Bella is a socially anxious high school girl who sometimes stumbles over her words when she speaks, so she prefers expressing her emotions to her loved ones through writing. She is also a hopeless romantic who yearns to find her soulmate. Okay. Alright, that sounds schoolgirlish. I feel like it would be a waste not to search. I found Holy Blood at Kitchen. I wonder if this is like Clue, where, okay, oh yeah, active search. There we go. Gotcha. Crafting material, mix it with a feather. Looks like Sacred Chalice of Holy Blood, a key ingredient for crafting an ancient tool that revives the fallen. Drag this item onto another item to craft. Okay. Well, we're going to hit the map. And they did not move, so I think we will go up and see these guys. Okay, so Amy, who we saw presumably yesterday, and Cindy. Cindy's new. Cindy, tall, authoritative woman. Her sharp, commanding gaze exudes a natural authority and an unwavering sense of justice. All right. What should I ask Cindy? Stop lying. How could you not remember how you got here? Aggressive. Found any friends around here yet? Very casual. Nice to meet you. I'm new here. Do you mind showing me around? I wouldn't call myself a guide, but sure. I'll walk with you. Just stay close and keep alert. We still don't know who else might be here. Okay. Let's see. Cindy, gender female, age 35. Cindy is a police detective who is rigidly by the book, upright, and despises evil. She has earned several Silver Star badges from her methodical investigation with clear logic and strong crisis control. She is experienced at calming crowds, maintaining order, and interrogating suspects. Okay. I mean, that is great to have in this setting. Is a skilled detective. So here is the question: do we search for items, or do we talk to Amy? I'm thinking we have 4 inventory spaces, and this is likely going to be ending the day. So I'm sorry, Amy, we are going to search. We found a bullet. Oh, what? I don't have enough energy to search right now. So it may take 2 energy to search. Amy it is. Composed woman. A quiet and gentle temperament with a hint of melancholy in her gaze, making her appear elegant yet delicate. Okay, I don't have enough energy to search. Okay. Yeah, that might be, that might be it. Yeah, I don't have enough energy to search right now. Search applies to talking to people. Well, we can only go back to the kitchen. What is skip the move then? I mean, it's unfortunate that there was a bullet here. We could have used that. I think skip might be the... Yeah, skip this turn. Night falls over the manor once again. The body of Amy was found in the belfry. Well, damn. Okay. So, Bella and Cindy were presumably in range of this? If that's how it's going to work. Amy is a villager. Okay. So, this is very much like the, kind of traveler school or party game werewolf or assassin or any of its variants. Let's see. Well, we haven't met Esther yet. Quiet, tired woman. Beneath her tidy exterior and distant gaze lies the quiet weight of a heavy, unspoken burden. What should I ask Esther? Quiet place, have you been here long? Stop lying. How could you not remember how you got here? Nice to meet you. I'm new here. Do you mind showing me around? Like... Yeah, let's go with that. Nice to meet you. I don't know much about this fortress, but I can walk with you a bit if that's okay. Okay, trust goes up. Esther is a quiet, low-profile, and tidy maid. She habitually cleans and irons her apron and uniform 3 times a day. That's a lot. She is diligent and effective in her work and prefers to avoid conflict. She is very particular about her work and likes to write a schedule every day to record her daily tasks. Okay. Looks like now we have met all of the characters in the scenario. So it took 2 to search. Looks like we've got a bullet. Silver bullet. Okay, we are, in fact, in the belfry where Amy died. Okay. Which is interesting. We've got the bedroom, front gate, main hall, and kitchen. Which it looks like we probably want to go to the main hall from here. Then we'll make our choices after that. But we can talk to Cindy, who seems really happy to see me. Hey, Cindy, what up? What should I ask Cindy? So, who are you blaming to save yourself? Did you see anything that could help us stay safe? How are you holding up last night? Well, I think that there is a little bit of suspicion because she was with Amy in the belfry. But the question is, do we talk or do we shoot? I mean, we talk first for sure, but do we shoot? Yeah, how are you holding up last night? I'm holding up. Thanks for checking. Feels weird being locked up here, but as long as you're watching my back, I'll do the same. No one messes with us, got it? Okay, let's search. So it looks like it doesn't take energy to go into search, but it takes energy to pick up. We've got a knife or a sword. I found sword and stone at main hall. I probably want the note. That took 2 to take the note. It was 1 for the sword, 2 for the note. Okay. What's in the note and what's the sword? A legendary blade. When drawn, the final blow rests in steady, skillful hands. Let's see. When drawn, the final blow rests in steady, skillful hands. Drag this item away to a person to attack them. Huh. Okay, so I do have 2 attack items. And let's click the note. The lamb skips in the garden. The scholar counts the cost. The shadow hides in the corner, but the alpha The Alpha hides his claws behind a golden ring. So if these tips are to be believed, I think that blatantly exposes Ben. Huh. So we're gonna take that at face value. Okay, it does end the day. Night falls over the manor once again. Bella is dead. The body of Bella was found in the front gate. Okay, Bella is a villager. Hi, Ben. I raise my gun and take aim at Ben. Wait for the scope's edge to meet the target circle. Left click to fire. Yo! Bang! The hunter's gun fires. The bullet strikes Ben. Ben transforms back to wolf form as they die. That's fortunate. Ben is a werewolf. A great victory for the village. The humans are victorious. All werewolves have been eliminated. Let's see. We've got a performance matrix. Reveal all roles. Yeah, let's reveal all roles. Amy, dead, 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 survived, survived. Oh, I see. No? That's not really roles. That's more of a rundown of the end state for characters. Performance matrix? Basic. I'm basic, apparently. Hunting of werewolves plus 50, remaining innocence plus 7, resourcefulness, timeliness, bonuses for resurrection, sword battle, and protection of innocence. Punishment for murder of innocents, protection of werewolves, impoliteness, and shooting inaccuracy. Okay. Interesting. In the full version, game rules can be customized. Number of villagers, item drop rate, difficulty, battle speed, number of werewolves, trust level. Unlock new characters. Thanks for playing. You have reached the end of the demo. The full version is it's the steward. Thanks for playing. You have reached the end of the demo. The full version is coming soon. Wishlist now or join the Discord now. I think we're going to be doing neither. This was fun. Yeah, we're going to jump back to chatting for a minute.
Interesting. Have to hit that twice. Maybe. Go back to my chatting scene. Okay. Maybe I'll go manually, which doesn't seem right, but let's see. There we go. Hey, 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 hey! I get to wave my hands around again. Get to stand away from the PC. So we successfully killed the werewolf. I wasn't quite sure how that was gonna go. I think that as long as I read the character description and took that note at face value, it was pretty obvious who the werewolf is. I guess I may not have paid enough attention to the first note. That might have also proven to be a clue that was good enough to find the werewolf earlier before Amy or Bella died. Yeah. I mean, I think that Cindy was fairly suspicious just for being in the same room as Amy dying. But in any case, I've had fun today, and I have been a little paranoid about sound, so I have jumped over to the stream every once in a while just to make sure that the audio balance was, if not great, at least serviceable, where my voice could be heard, and that it wasn't brutal on the ears either. And so far, I will check out the recording afterward, but I think today we've got it. We third time's the Zatsu. That is the title, and never say that Honey Hachiman doesn't do anything for you, because I think it worked. I think we worked here. But anyway, it is approaching the 2-hour mark. We're about we're roughly 15 minutes away. But yeah, I think that today was good. I definitely did work with the Stream Deck a bit, and it has done well. I think that the combined functions, I need to figure out what's going on with that. It worked nicely all the way up until trying to switch back to this camera. Now, it may be worthwhile just to have, instead of combined actions, just to have buttons that are specifically camera shifts. That would probably be a good idea. I think that would be good. But yeah. Oh, actually, let's. Yeah, we're looking at the wrong camera. There we go. I forgot I did that, and I'm looking at the preview, going like, what? Why am I looking off into the distance? I'm not giving you the time of day. I'm just like, I don't want to look at you. I've had fun. I hope you have had fun as well. We're just going to caramel dance in for a minute. Just make sure that works. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I will look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And Honey Hachiman, if you have stayed up to watch until the end of this video, go to sleep. You need it. Alright, have a good night. We will hit that end button, and see you all later. Bye 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 bye.